Good morning prep video for Friday, October 3rd. Big day today. It's going to be the jobs number. Non-farm payrolls are coming out 8:30 Eastern time here in the United States. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. And this could be a big game changer. This is very important. The last few months of non-farm payroll really haven't. They've been a big dud actually, but this could be a big move tomorrow. All eyes are going to be on what the Fed is going to say and announce. Not tomorrow, but in the coming weeks. If they really start getting panicky with the markets and start saying that they're going to initiate another QE, well, guess what, guys? We got to be ready for that because I think the market's going to sell off this time. Then I think all bets are off. You're talking about a big credibility issue here, and really what's going on behind the scenes. Right, so let's keep an eye on that and see what the jobs are going to come out with. In the meantime, we hit our targets on the ES, the 1 hour head and shoulders pattern. We also hit some targets in the IWM at 108. So we had some good analysis work coming into play. So let's just see what happens. Now, we had also a reversal today. Good reversal, some buying coming in at these levels. So these key levels held. And I think this is possibly going to be a good opportunity to possibly buy the markets and take it on a retracement rally. And then we'll have to reevaluate. We're going to come into some sell areas that I'm going to be watching closely. I'm going to put them over the weekend and post them on Monday's video, Monday's morning call. So be ready for that. Let's take a look at some of the charts. We did get a washout in some of our indicators. We're actually getting it now in a bullish percentage. You can see here really just a waterfall sell-off. And now we're at the 64th percentile, right in this area where we usually get some sort of a bounce. Take a look at that. Look at our NYUD. We are now below, right at these key areas for a possible bounce here, a little retracement valley. Take a look at the stocks above the 50-day moving average. Again, in that zone. So heads up if you are short still, or at least if you're still short. Be very careful. Again, news is going to trump the chart, so the non-farm payroll numbers that come out tomorrow can really just change direction of my analysis work tonight. So just wanted to give a heads up to that. All right, but we do have some washouts in our indicators, so that's what I was looking for to possibly maybe buy the market here. And again, this would just be counter trend. If you are nervous about that, just stick to the regular 9:30 to 4 trading, day trading, and not worry about the retracement. So if you get a good setup in a small time frame, then look to trade that. So not bad for the targets. Let's just run through some of the indexes. Now, before we do that, I just want to talk about the dollar. The dollar is at 3-year highs, as we all know. Could be a game changer. Commitment to Trader reports came out and looked at it, and the retail traders are heavily short the dollar. That does not mean the dollar is going to revert back tomorrow and start selling off. But it's a very good probability because we have a crowded one-side trade of net short for what we call the speculative money, dumb money. They're always usually on the wrong side of the trade. So keep an eye on the dollar. I mentioned it for the last couple of weeks. Now we had destruction in crude oil and the oil stocks. And if the oil stocks that are heavily weighted now in our indexes, they were part of the culprits of also selling off, as well as the IWM. But if they catch a bid in the next couple of days, watch them because it's going to be could be decent movers such as the Schlumbergers, the EOGs, the oil services names, even crude oil. You can look at USO. But that might be a day or two out. So let's wait till the number comes out. But watch it because if the dollar starts to sell off, you are going to have a big bid in these these commodities that have been battered for the last 2 months. Now, here's the Japanese yen, spot yen, right? This is inversely correlated of what the indexes do here in U.S. So this thing may have put in a capitulatory low here. Look at the big volume spike we had yesterday and then today. And this is something interesting here. This is something that I'm watching closely. Look at the dollar index. Now, this is a big reversal candle, well overbought. We had nice volume today coming in on a reversal. So watch the dollar because I do think I'm seeing corn prices. And again, not that you don't have to trade it. Corn prices higher, the grains higher the last couple of days. Lumber prices actually started spiking higher. That's going to put a bid into our builders, LENTOL, PHM. Keep an eye on those. It might not happen tomorrow, but I do think that we're going to get some really good setups going into next week. Okay. Also, let's look at IWM for a possible retracement rally on the upside. And if crude oil and our commodities are going, such as the grains, you have to field them. So take a look at Caterpillar, CAT, John Deere, DE, anything related to commodities. All right, you want to be watching, because if we do get a big move in the dollar lower, right, the revision to the mean, then we're going to put a bid in the commodities. And you also will put a bid in equities, because, again, it lifts the strain on the multinational companies as well, number one. Number two, it also adds fuel to the fire for the oil stocks, the oil services stocks that have been battered, really hurting the S&P. That's also going to put a bid in. So just keep that in mind, okay? But we have some great setups looking up for next week. All right, now let's go right into the indexes. Head and Shoulders, we showed you a couple weeks back, hit the target, 1922. We just shot below it. 1918 was the low and a quarter, and now we're back above it. So excellent analysis work, as you can see here. We did a great job of pointing this out. Matter of fact, I don't think I've even heard anyone else pointing out the Head and Shoulders pattern, and watching always the CNBC and everything else intraday, but nothing pointed out this Head and Shoulders. So great work on the analysis on the ES. The diamonds here still in a downtrend, but does have reversal candle. Now we need a trigger, and then we need to take out yesterday's high, and that's going to be 168.47. So keep an eye on that. But ultimately, you want to get out of this channel. Okay, so you are in a downtrend here. All right, I'm not really looking too much for the diamonds, but our target of 108 was met. We hit that today, and this could be a big snapback rally here in the Russell, guys. I mean, this. And Russell moves, so it could really, the 8 is 2 points away. The 20 is 4 points away. So, this could be a good trader on the IWM. So let's watch that. But also target met in that indice as well. Transports held the lower trend line of my channel, as you can see, right to the T. Let me open that up for you. We came very close. That was another target that we said that the next area would be here, and then of course this small local low here that was in place back in June, and then again in August. Now we're stuck in here, so we could get a retracement rally here. All signs look like a relief rally is setting up in the cards. Now remember, again, don't want to sound like a broken record. Non-farm payroll numbers could take this analysis and just put it to the wayside. So just keep that in mind, all right? Lastly is the Qs, a nice big reversal, long-legged doji. As you can see here, nice volume, and a lot of the leaders were leading today to the upside after we had that low around 11:30. So that's a good sign as well that we might lead. Very early to say. I'm not going to say to go run out and buy it, but if we have some early strength in the morning, you could probably start looking at pullbacks for Friday. Now, if the market is weak and reverts back down, and because they don't like the number, then all bets are off here to the long side, all right? So at least you have an idea. Right now, we look like a washout is in place, at least for a retracement rally. As long as non-farm payroll numbers, market participants like it, then I'd be playing to the long side tomorrow, okay? But remember, after 8:30 is when you want to really start looking at what's happening. Have a great day. Be safe out there. Have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday with a big update.